What's up, guys? It's K Leader here. Today I am bringing you some gameplay, but it's not about the gameplay really. This is just a very good gameplay that I have from recorded earlier. Very close to the DNA bomb. I won't spoil it, but I will just let you watch it and watch, and you'll learn it. But today the topic I want to talk about is how to rush in Advanced Warfare. It's a very big question. A lot of people have asked, and it's a question that I have been asked a lot on Twitter and stuff, and on my Instagram. So the one thing I will tell you is, a lot of people say this is a camping game. No, it is not a camping game. If you learn how to rush correctly, you will do good in this game. I mean, it's pretty simple. If you learn how to do any playstyle in any game, you can do good. It depends on what type of playstyle the game calls for. Like you see in Ghosts, I mean, you have to play a little passively in Ghosts, but on here, this is just full on rush. I mean, you can. I mean, you could have rushed in Ghosts, which is I was rushing, but I just wasn't rushing as much. I was playing very passively while I was rushing. You know, but that's what you gotta do in every game. If you rush, you play passively. But let me get into it. This is how you rush in Advanced Warfare. So basically, if you're gonna use the bow, I have a best class set up. I'll link it down in the description below. You can go check that out. It's a pretty good class, but I will be making a new one after with quotations after patch, because they're coming out with a patch, nerf for it. It's gonna make it where it's where it's nerfed and it has tons of recoil, like I already previously talked about in my previous video, which I'll link down in the description for you guys as well. But yeah, what was I saying again? Oh yeah, that's right. The battle is receiving a nerf, and I have another class. The only thing that I'm switching out, basically, so you guys can actually get a feel for what I'm switching out right now, is instead of having extended mags, I'm using foregrip. But you know, it's always nice to have somebody else or have me put out another video so you guys can watch it. But so number one thing, if you're gonna rush with an assault rifle in any Call of Duty, you need to use stalk in this game. That's what it's called. That way when you move down sight, you can move or strafe from side to side faster. If you don't, this is basically how I think of it. If you don't use it, you're at a big disadvantage. Let's say if you're in a gunfight and you're trying to strafe to side, what happens is when you strafe side to side, you're strafing so slow, you're at a disadvantage. So you're basically a real easy target. When you have a stalk on, you could just basically move from side to side very fast, and that gives you a very big upper hand on the enemy. They can't really hit you as good as they want to. That's really why I use stalk. But if you're gonna rush around, you need to use stalk for one, and I will always recommend to use what is it? Oh yeah, suppressor. Always recommend you, if you're gonna use an assault rifle, use suppressor and stalk. That's my big two yeses on rushing around with an assault rifle. But if you don't, if you're the type of person that likes rush around, excuse me, with no suppressor on, and you just rush around unsilenced, that's okay with me. I mean, some people don't even think suppressor is needed in this game. Which reminds me, I will be doing a video sometime next week on is suppressor needed, just to let you guys know. In my previous video, I done talked about that. I still want to hear you guys' thoughts about that. Do y'all think a suppressor is needed? But now, that's the two big things that I use on the assault rifle. Now here's the now let's get into the SMGs. Always when I rush, I will always recommend suppressor. I will always recommend a suppressor no matter what, due to the fact that you just stay off the minimap, you know, and when you stay off the minimap, it just gives you an upper hand on your team, or excuse me, on the enemies. It isn't even fun. That's really a big thing for me. I always use suppressor. Right here, unfortunately, I die on 20. But yeah, it's all good, guys. I will get that DNA bomb. Trust me. And I thought I was gonna get one for you guys in this gameplay. Unfortunately, not. Yeah, I usually use suppressor on any rushing class. That's always a big yes for me because I like using it, and it just keeps me off the minimap. But if I'm not using suppressor, don't even use low profile perk or something to keep you off the minimap because you're going to be on the minimap anyways. Makes no sense. But yeah, if you're gonna rush around with SMG, always use suppressor. That's a good thing. But if you like, again, once again, if you're the type of person that rushes without suppressor, it's okay. Right here, unfortunately, I didn't get this guy for the last kill, but it's all good. So yeah, after that, you have the LMGs and blah 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 snipers. Yes, you can run around with LMG, but LMGs actually called heavy weapons up in here. They're not really that good. But now let's get into the perks that I like to use when I rush. I always use suppressor, like I said, and I always run low profile, excuse me, with a suppressor and blind eye. The blind eye is perk 2 tier, so I will talk about that one after. But blind eye I use on perk 1, and I use lightweight. Always, whether it's assault rifle class or SMG class. That keeps me off the minimap and it makes me move around faster. So, also, for my second tier, like I said, I like to use blind eye. That keeps me off. Low profile keeps me off of all UAVs. Blind eye takes me off of tracking drones, sentries, and I believe any type of drones. I think so. Yeah, any type of drones, this blind eye takes me off of. So that's good. Then for my perk 3, I always have to use. Well, you want to use blast suppressor if you're a rusher, because when you use your exo ability or your exo movement, you ping on the radar a little circle, and that is not good. Trust me. When I prestige, I hate not having it, but I'm happy that you unlock it at the 2nd level, so that's very good. But you have to use blast suppressor so you don't have it appear on the minimap. Always use scavenger so you can go on those long streaks, unless you're the type of person that can adapt to a weapon really fast. But if I'm going to use a weapon in a match, I usually stick with that weapon for the rest of the match. So that's how I feel about it. But if I get a weapon, like I said, and I pick before the match starts, that's the weapon I'm using throughout the whole match. I don't really like picking up guns, so I always use scavenger. That's a big thing if you rush. So besides that, that's really it. Also, here's a little tip. If you're rushing around, go around each corner pre-aiming if you don't have the fastest reaction time. My reaction time's okay. I don't always have to pre-aim a corner, but if I feel like I need to, I do. But I usually don't have to pre-aim a corner. Yeah, another thing, the SMGs are very, what is the word? Underpowered or pissy or whatever. Like, they're terrible in this game. They're not good at all. But I will tell you, they need to buff them. They need to make them stronger. I don't think they will in the near future, but hopefully they will sometime during this whole year, until my prediction for the next COD is Black Ops 3. But that's a whole year away. But right now, let's talk about what I was talking about before. SMGs, they're not good, so you could maybe put on rapid fire, but if you do want to put in rapid fire on, you have to use grip. The recoil on any SMG with rapid fire is ridiculous, so I would always recommend using grip with it, foregrip. Yeah, that's a great attachment, foregrip, of course, but the reason why I use foregrip, once again, because it's on my bow, is because this, it's getting that nerf, and it's going to have tons of recoil, and that will bring it down to a moderate recoil, and I control it way better. So I'm going to give you guys 2 recommendations for rushing classes with an assault rifle and SMG. The first one I would always recommend for an assault rifle is the BAL 27, and then this SMG I would recommend would be the KF5. Now, these are some guys that actually compete with the BAL. The AR is the HBR A3. That competes with the BAL very much, even at long range. It beats it most of the time. Close to medium range, it cannot hold its own against the BAL. Unless the player is doing good. It depends on what the gun is doing at that point. I mean, basically it's the player that's holding the gun if you're in medium to short range with the BAL, and the other person has a different gun. So yeah. Then the second SMG that is a okay SMG Is that alright? I already said the KF5. What's the name of the SMG? Crap! I can't even think of it right now. Oh yeah. The MP11. It's actually pretty good. I use it from occasion. It's like the CBJ. It has iron sights like the MP7 from Black Ops 2 and the MP7 from MW3. But I like the iron sights on it, and it reloads, and it has the attributes of a CBJ from Call of Duty Ghosts. Yeah, that's a very good gun, but like I said, this was, in my opinion, it's a very good way to rush in Advanced Warfare. The tips I just gave you guys: always rush passively. Don't run around just anywhere. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Get the final kill here. I wanted to just get the stomp, but unfortunately I could not. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you, guys, and please, if you enjoyed, drop a like. That would mean the world to me. Please give me at least 10 likes, and that would mean the world. I mean, honestly. But besides that, guys, thank you, guys, and please subscribe if you haven't already. Until next, guys. Peace out.